Hello, streaming to live on Rumble. I am Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Monday, June 29th, 2026. It's day number 438, wearing the incredible X39. And the countdown is still on, 82 days left until my 50th birthday. So today's workout is going to be a 9-minute warm-up with pull exercises. And then I want to talk about EBO203 Blood. Something I saw this weekend and I thought, oh, I have something to show you. And so let's get on with it. The exercise. So, I'm going to put on the heart rate monitor, as I normally do. Let's go there. See, it's working. And then I'm going to take the X49. I've got one here. So you see the patch. There's the phototherapy. So there's the other one. So X49, X49. And this is what I use to activate the AHK copper peptide inside the body. So it stimulates the body. Taps it on the shoulder. Okay, so you see my heart rate right there, 58. Pretty relaxed today. I'm going to set the metronome for, of course. Why is it not talking? Okay. That's good. Oh, all right. So, metronome. I'm going to set it at, let's go 140, 144. What the heck? Okay. Set that tempo. I said 9-minute warm-up. So it'll be 6.5 minutes at this pace. And then the high-intensity portion, when the screen turns this color, then that's when I'll do double unders and then alternating step at the same tempo. So let's begin. Oh, lovely. So hopefully you had a good weekend. I had planned to do the fitness stress testing yesterday, but I was tired, so I said, I'm going to save it for this weekend. But I did the Feel It Friday workout, and I was only 8 seconds slower than my best time. So I was happy with that. So, with the topic today, I'll hopefully have a little bit of a demonstration for you, live. Ouch. So if you're skipping with me, I hope that you are following the tempo. With the high knees, we're working the hip flexors. Alright, so in 10 seconds, ready, double unders. 7, 8. these pull exercises. I'm going to be doing pull-ups with the vibration plate, and today I'm going to take orange bands. And I'm going to crisscross the bands that are on the wall. So the right side is going to attach to my left elbow, and the left side is going to attach to my right elbow. Now that I've warmed up my body, just going to grab a little bit more water here. That is deuterium depleted water. So, I'll switch back to the metronome here, and I'm going to adjust the tempo to 60 beats per minute. So that'll help me with counting the length of each rep. And let's begin. So, I take the, like I said, just going to fix this X49 here. Kind of moved on me. Now I'll take the right anchor point, so making an X in front of me. So the idea is to okay. So I can almost lift my butt off the plate. Wow. Oh. Oh. Wow. Just gonna switch, see what it feels like to do it this way. It is more resistance today than I normally do. exercise is going to switch to chin-ups. So using the same resistance, wow, I can feel the body temperature go up. It's good. All right. So here, I'm holding it like about a 20% or something, 35, 45 angle. Getting now 60, 70. Wow. Certainly is, I'm feeling it, the difference. This band is heavy, much heavier than the purple one. Well, £15 more, I think. 23 times 2 is 46. So 14 pounds more. These orange bands. Certainly, I'm feeling Alright, the next exercise is I'm going to switch to rows. So what I'm going to do is change the position of this band. So that way it is, I'm going to put it on the ground here. Or maybe one higher, actually. I changed my mind. So, doing it this way here, I'm also going to take the weight here, and I'm going to use this as a footstep, so that way I'm not sliding more than I need to. And I'm going to move the so by having the weight here, I'm just going to move back a little bit, just ever so slightly, just so I have tension here at the very top. So I want it to stretch as if I'm doing a bent over row. So the band is pulling on the lats. All right. And by having the weight on the bottom, I can really accentuate the explosive So now here I got full stretch on the lat, and I'm just letting the band pull on, and as the band's pulling, I'm moving my elbows closer to my torso, slow negative, moving, using all the back to execute this. Wow. Okay, now explosive. A slow rep. Hold isometrically. As Jeff would always say, if you can't control the weight isometrically, it's probably too heavy for you. And here I am controlling it isometrically at every point through the movement. Oh wow. All right. Okay. The next exercise, I'm going to do something slightly different today, where I'm calling them stretched supination curls. And that's where we're going to activate the bicep from a stretched position, a starting stretched position, and then adding a three-dimensional movement to the as part of the movement. So okay, here I've got bands ready, set up. So, and that's where I'm going to take vibration plate. I'm going to stand here, place it here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where, but I'm going to figure out approximately where this needs to be. Okay, that's about the right spot. Now, I said first is supination. So I'm going to do a curl behind and then supinate at the same time. So I have the green bands attached to the posts, and so this is going to become like a, oh, I said supination. So I gotta hold it this way. So that's where I'm holding the palm on the bottom. Taking the palm here. Like this. So, and then I'm going to step on the plate, lock the knees, and then pull it like that. Okay, that's how the movement is going to be. Oh, come on. Oh, you. That's the problem when you're doing it like this here. It's easy to get. I'm gonna wrap the one part around my thumb so it doesn't slide off, and I'm gonna reset this. Come on. Oh my goodness. With certain vibration plates, they have it, you can put it on your wrist, which is a nice alternative. Okay. So, now stretch. And you want to flex the tricep at the bottom. So supinating while flexing the bicep. Wow, I can certainly feel that. Holy. Oh, wow. All right, next exercise is going to be switching to pronation. So basically now holding the band like this, putting the band into your palm and squeezing it like that. So hopefully I don't drop it this time like I did. So, and the idea is to now pronate while the bicep is stretched and to curl it. it's not the okay. Heart rate is not reading. Wow. Wow. Pronation is not as strong for me as opposed to supination. So it's an area I know I have to work at. Oh my goodness. Alright, now I'm going to switch to doing preacher curls, and I can do it one of two ways. Yeah, I suppose I can, doesn't matter really which side I put it on. So I can put them here. This way I'll face the camera. So with the preachers here, I'm going to use the exercise ball, and it's going to help me use that as a seat, and then somewhere there, something like that. And with the preachers, I'm going to grab a towel that I have here, and this is where I'm going to place this onto oh yeah, okay. idea is to attach the straps and put them around my okay. I don't want too much stretch on the bands. I want them to be just starting to stretch, because I want to be able to have the linear resistance all the way through. And so I'm gonna actually lower this here just slightly. Yeah, and then work them this way. And with the towel, I'm going to put that here, so then I'm just kind of eyeing this down. I'm going to put this a little bit lower. You'll see what I mean here. Just going to move this slightly back and then move this lower. So that way the angle of my arms are straight with the resistance. So I want it parallel, basically. So here, that's where I want the tug, the bands to be tugging. So here we are. We're set. So you can kind of see what I'm doing. Now, with the preachers here, I'm using the vibration plate to create a lot of muscle activation. So the idea is to really rotate between the long head and the short head doing the preacher. So here it's easy. So having this set up, I can switch between, now here's more of the short head with the palms, so my more supinated, and holding it isometrically all the way. So essentially my forearm is squeezing against my bicep. So touching my ears essentially. And this is a nice way I can do this explosively, a slow negative. Okay, switch to supinated to get more of the short head. So that is the biceps. I'm going to do a special, which I don't have marked on the screen, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So this is gonna be focusing on the forearms. So I don't want to forget these guys, and I've got a 10-pound weight. I'm going to use 10 pounds today, and I apologize for not being ready. So here's one 10-pound weight. You can see the number 10, and I've got the second one here. With this, I'm also going to increase the height of the vibration plate. So I'm gonna just do this here. And with that here, just gonna raise my elbows like this, and I want to flex them through here like that. So that's the idea. And by using the vibration, it's going to create a lot of disturbance, so that's what I want. So here I'm holding the weight, full flexion, and then see, you can, with the exercise ball, I can adjust the angles nicely. So here I'm holding it and really activates the forearm quite well. I should probably still use the towel, but so here I'm holding the weight and allowing the vibration to create the disturbance, to create the muscle activation. There's numerous ways you can do this. Either have the vibration plate lifted off the ground, use the step and kneel down on the concrete, but this is just a little bit more comfortable. So here I can feel the burn that's happening in the forearms. And by moving it slowly, so now I'm going to do the other direction, but before I do so, I'm just going to, ouch, that was dangerous. That wasn't supposed to slide on me, but so I'm going to just kind of adjust the height this way, kind of doing the same thing. So now, holding it this way, and flex, And you could also do it this way as well. So you move slowly through the range, explosive up. Hold it isometrically. Slow negative. Wow. 10 pounds. It's really all you need. To really activate those forearm muscles. My forearms are starting to slip a little bit on my knees, so better if you have a towel, or in my case the wristband on my left is kind of assisting the sweat portion, so I can use that. Oh. Rotate them. All right. So that's it for today. So a little bit longer than I probably would do, but because of the forearm strength, I wanted to get that in there. So let's have a look at today's date stamp. So you can see here, June 29th, 2026, starting time at 5:55 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And here's the heart rate results. Maximum heart rate I hit today was 166. So interesting how this kind of goes up like that and then back down. And I felt good today. Cardiovascularly, it felt very good. Hopefully you can hear my audio okay. Good. That's good. Good thing. Sometimes I forget to check, and I forgot to check to see if it was working today. So, and then looking at the rest, there's a big dip here, so I think that's, I don't know what happened there, whether it wasn't reading or not. Here it wasn't reading, so I see the flat line, and I do remember seeing that, and that's when I was doing the pronated version of the stretched curl, so that really activates the the bicep, and the bicep would probably take a lot of the, I'm squeezing the blood out, so you know, when you keep squeezing the muscle and flexing it essentially with the vibration and with the resistance, it's really forcing it to hold the position, but probably a lot of the blood doesn't go to the forearm where the heart rate monitor is, and that's why it probably drops signal. So not that I'm dying, but I'm just working the muscle. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with today's result. I didn't hit the 165 or I was in there for, yeah, I guess 7 seconds in that zone of 165 to 186. And my maximum when I'm really pushing the cardiovascular results that's when my heart rate really goes up. So let's see. So you can see all the results from last week. Last week I hit here, I'll show you, was at 207 maximum heart rate. So, and that's it for the workout. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of today's live stream that I wanted to talk about EBO203. And the reason being is because there is a short little presentation I have, and I'm just going to switch screens here to make sure. And this guy here, this little video here, Alien-like Blood, Clot Filtered Out by EBO203. So let's have a listen.
Blood oil change. We actually found a clot. You want to explain what type of clot that is? Get in close. Come on.
So when we have a clot like that, it's because like you can see a string over there, a little bit like a spiral. So we can see that there are spike proteins there, and it indicates that it has like a viral charge or a bacteria that is in his blood. You can see all the clot. Like
look at that. Yeah, those are little aliens, man. Look at that.
Wow. So most of the time it's a virus or a fungus or a bacteria.
Yeah.
I've never got vaccinated.
Okay. But you got COVID, right?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I work around a bunch of people that are vaccinated.
Yeah. You might have got shedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
or you got COVID, but you didn't get symptoms, but you got the spike proteins.
Yeah.
Anyways, why did you want to get your blood oil changed?
Oh man, I'm into health. So
Yeah.
I saw something that would change the trajectory of my life. So
There you go.
just wanted to see
And
if
you
I
could see it right before your eyes.
Yeah.
We got that little alien out of your body.
Yeah,
you know?
man, look, I'm starting my own movie.
That's right. So here's where we're going to clean your blood, okay? What city are you coming from?
Coming from Rancho Cucamonga.
Okay, you're lucky you could drive here. Most people have to fly in. But anyways, you can see his old blood is really dark, thick, poorly oxygenated. And of course, we have those clots in there we filtered out. But those clots are going to be filtered out and trapped in this electrophoresis filter that traps in mold, viruses, bacteria, inflammatory proteins, spike proteins. But as you can see, the ozone generator saturates his blood with ozone, makes it, instead of dark licorice, you got the bright cherry licorice, highly oxygenated, thinned out. You can see it doesn't have any plaque in there anymore. Human body has 6 liters of blood. He's going to need this 3 times. Go to good filter out 2 liters at a time. Now, could you say I love Eden for the camera?
Oh man, I love Ebo.
But the question is, folks, what's in your blood?
So this is very interesting for me because when the gentleman behind the camera talks about the color of his blood, where it's like purple coming out of his body, and then, or red licorice, he called it. And then when it's processed and cleaned, it comes out as cherry licorice. Now, this is something that I myself have seen, that cherry licorice color. And I'm not getting my blood treated with EB203. I treat my blood with deuterium depleted water. And I want to show you. I've got a scab here. I cut myself. I scratched myself. So I'm gonna pull the scab apart, and I have paper towel here, and we're gonna have a look to see what color my blood is. So let's see if I can get this scab off. Where are you? Oh, here. I think it's up here. Okay, there we go. See if I can get this color to show you. Oh, there we go. Ah, here's the cap. I found it now. See the color of my blood? Here's some more. You see how it's cherry licorice? I'm just saying. Like, this is one of the things that I notice when I drink deuterium depleted water. Because when your blood is 94% water, you want to replenish your water or your blood. You want to help it with the cleanest and most absorbable hydrogen and oxygen. So here, I'll take it now. Now I'll put it on this side. It's here. Let's see. See if I can get some more. All right, see? There we go. See? Cherry red. Or cherry licorice. So, does it make me happy when I see the color of my blood that way, like you see in the EB203? Yeah, it makes me happy. So, for all of you out there that are looking, for ways to improve your health, well, one way is to drink that cleanest and most absorbable water. But also make sure that you're using something like this to create that process of photobiomodulation inside the body to further enhance the blood quality in the mitochondria. Power your DNA with the best. That light, that photo IR therapy, it's called infrared light. Infrared, not red light. Infrared. You cannot see it with your eyes. So when you see these red light devices and you see the red light, that's not infrared. It's not. So the sun emits infrared. And this reflects it. So today it was raining. Most of the day it was cloudy. So, am I going to miss out on getting direct sunlight? Yeah, if the sky is not clear, you're not going to get it. But this can fit into my lifestyle. And all I need to do is place it right here. And it's doing its thing. And so when you combine the X39 with what I call the three amigos, or the three aminos, the X39, in order for it to do its job properly, you see on the screen there at the left, you need to have the three aminos, which is glycine, histidine, and lysine. And then for the X49, you see the three amigos, right, that you need. And then if you use the Y-Age Renew, which is for glutathione, I wear this when I go to sleep. So my body's producing the glutathione, the master antioxidant. And does it reflect in my skin complexion? Does it help with cleaning the blood? Cherry licorice. But my blood is oxygenated. Just saying, and I do it every single day. You will never stop needing this. You'll never stop. That's one thing that will never change. The cleanest and most absorbable. It will never change. So is it important to replenish your body? You bet it is. And this is why I'm so adamant and so passionate about it. Trying to educate you, the listener or the viewer, and helping you make good choices. Now, to experience the benefits, you got to pull the trigger. And pulling the trigger is this guy right here. Or, as you see right there. Scan the QR code. Click on the links. Support me. I'd appreciate that because I think that what I'm doing is of value and very real. That's the best way I can describe it. Because, hey, I'm just somebody out there who's trying to help people. And if helping you is by way of motivating you to do the exercise, to regenerate those 78 DNA genes, that's one way. But then you need also, I use this to reset and regenerate the several thousand more DNA genes. But you have to help it along. You have to replenish your body. It's a known fact. It won't happen if you don't do that. So, pick the right tools. You do not need peptides. You do not need creatine. Because I'll tell you, no creatine here, and I've got pipes. Okay, I've got pipes, and I try to be pretty modest about it. But so don't fall victim to the sodium sarcosinate when creatine. People say, "Oh yeah, you need your salt." Oh, yeah, you need your salt. That's why they say if you're taking creatine, you got to watch your salt. Oh yeah, no shit. I'm like, duh. Like, yeah, just get your Celtic sea salt and Redmond real salt. Pick which one you like. Make sure you take a pinch every day to get your minerals, your magnesium. Your muscles won't cramp. I could push the muscle when I'm using the vibration plate with the heavy resistance, and I make the muscle feel something. And when it feels something, then it responds, and you feel good. So, what can I say? We'll see you tomorrow for Tacky Tuesday, and it will be push exercises. So, tune in tomorrow. Have a good night, sleep well, eat well, and smile.